What up, guys?
Oh, it is. What up, man?
Hey guys.
What up? Hey, man, I'm so glad you told me to get that blue base. Man, that thing's so clean in person.
It was good?
Yeah, man, that color on it, man, it's dope. They got like some reddish or pink color, I guess reddish probably, in there, mixed in with it. Man, it's real cool, man. Even though I've already chipped my Don Bowl solo already.
Damn, dude.
Man, literally, I went done watching it cleaning. I had smoked some Don Bowl solo. It's a small, it's a real small chip. I smoked some cane mint and green apple that I just got in. But man, it smokes great. I like that bowl. It's deeper. It's pretty deep to be
Alright, so we are live here to talk about Sally's mixes in the hangs over in Hookah University. Hopefully you guys can hear me. So we are live here to you guys can hear me. We got Doug, Mr. Upgrade all this hookah stuff. We got Frederick Smokes up in here. And we got Eddie. And it's funny because everyone's kind of driving right now. I don't know why everyone's driving, but they got things to do. I'm the only person sitting at home with nothing to do. Now, guys, I'm curious. Have you tried Sally's mixes yet?
I have not. I haven't received it yet. She's supposed to be sending me a mix, but I haven't received it yet. Everything I've heard has been pretty good. People trying to figure out the flavor profile, and I think she pretty much supports what you normally smoke, which is pretty cool. That means she pays attention to what everybody smokes when you post. So she did it basically according to your profile and your likes as far as dark leaf or blonde. So.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I really like this because it's I don't know if she tailored it to my my flavor palette to say, but I'm not really to put it simply, I'm not really a mix guy. You know, I like smoking two flavors at once, and I keep it kind of simple for the most part. But she sent me here in this little Ziploc bag that looks like contraband. She sent me 2 brands, so it's 2 different brands, 4 flavors in the mix, and it's mix batch number 13. Now, I wish I had Sally in here right now. If anyone can message her for me, that would be fantastic. But right off the bat, I definitely get lychee in here. And I think, Eddie, you sent her lychee, so it kind of gave me the... Someone sent her lychee, it kind of gave me the little hint, too. But I can't decipher this shit for the world of me, man. I don't know, man. Maybe my palates aren't palatable enough to decipher this code or this enigma that is these blends. Now, I don't know, when you guys make blends, do you guys how do you do it? Do you normally just take whatever's left and you just throw it in a bowl and see if it tastes good?
I normally just put, well, most time I do just try to kind of trial and error. There's some flavors that I really like, and I try to put them together to see what the profile is.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you just have, like you say, you have flavors that you like, and you just know that taste, and you try to put them together. I mean, it's kind of random, really, for me, because I don't know what I'm doing most times. I'm just kind of trial and error. But I do know what flavors I like, and the main thing for me is just getting the percentage right, so I get the right flavor profile. So it's a good mix.
Yeah. No, with me, I basically mix anything in the world with mint.
Now that's a good idea, and they use the word for it.
That's usually what I do. Now, I'm curious. Has anyone in the comments down there has anyone else been a part of this SHISHASAVAGE mix little competition that they have going on, because I'm curious to know what they sent, what she sent you, because from my impressions is that she sent everyone completely different mixes, so no one can talk to each other and try to figure out and decipher this thing as a team.
I got number 8.
Okay, so what was number 8 tasting like? Did you figure it out? Did you solve the riddle?
No, I got the. I haven't had time to actually sit down and smoke it, but I looked at it and kind of, checked out the cut and whatnot, and I figured out 2 of the brands of mine. I think mine was like 3 brands, 5 flavors or something like that.
It almost gets to a point where she's like a mad scientist. She has like a lab coat on with the goggles, a bunch of beakers with smoke rising out, and she's just mixing away. She has a little helper like Igor helping her out on the side. Like I don't know how she does this, but I mean, I don't know if she just throws stuff in. But I like whatever I'm smoking here. I definitely like it. Dominic says I've been trying to, but Sally hasn't sent a mix to him yet. We gotta try to fix that for you, Dominic. That's unacceptable. We gotta get you in the game. And Ashraf, thanks for trying to invite her, but I guess she's not available. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see her on. But I definitely am getting a lot of lychee from this, which is pretty cool because I bought a 250 gram of lychee the other day, and I love it. That's like one of my favorite flavors. But I smoked basically all of it, so this is the last little bit of lychee I have is in the mix she sent me. Like, did you enjoy smoking it, Eddie?
I haven't smoked it yet.
Oh, you haven't smoked it yet. So what's
No, not yet.
keeping you?
I'm analyzing the tobacco cuts and whatnot, trying to pinpoint it down a little bit. So then when I smoke it, I mean, I've smelt it, and there's definitely like like a vanilla or some kind of creamy note to it, but it's hard to kind of decipher 5 flavors out of it once you mix it all together.
Yeah, there is something to when you get to the point when you mix so many flavors, you're only gonna end up tasting maybe like 1 or 2 flavors, because there's gonna be flavors that are more dominant or more predominant than other flavors. So I think that's the risk you run when you mix so many flavors together. I usually would say mix like 2 flavors, or maybe at the most 3 if you want to get a subtle hint of something else in there. But if you're smoking something like cane mint, you can kiss those other 2 flavors goodbye for the most part. Frederick, what are you doing over there, buddy? I see you just creeping in the corner, not doing much, just hanging out. Now, Frederick, I want to ask you. You're a hookah guy. You've been around the block for a minute, just like Eddie. Eddie's an old G. I don't want to say OG. He's an old G. But what is your take on mixes? Like, do you typically like to mix flavors together, or are you just like a one-note type of dude?
I usually like to mix, but what I like about mixing is you pack layers, you get like different flavors throughout the game, because you have like 3 flavors. Put them just on top of each other, you get like maybe 6 to 7 different flavors out of this. Mm-hmm. Because when the heat comes down, they all start to blend, but first you get the pure flavor.
Mm-hmm. Like, I definitely like when I smoke stuff with mint, I definitely get the more flavorful flavors at the beginning for the first 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and then at the end, the cane mint or whatever dirty mint I usually smoke just takes over, and I can say goodbye to that,
That's why usually if I have cane mint, or let's call uber mint here, I just put them at the bottom.
Okay, so you usually pack your mixes in layers, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
sometimes I do sides if I just want to have 2 flavors, but otherwise it's just layers.
Oh, okay, I completely understand. I see my main man Jeremy just hopped in here. What up, Jeremy?
What up, guys?
What's up, man? So we're just sitting here talking about Sally's mixes, which brings up pretty interesting topics. Like Junior here in the chat is saying how I guess he means to say how's the mixes, dark leaf or blonde leaf blends. This Sally mix number 13 is actually a dark leaf mix with 2 different brands, 4 flavors, as you can see down in the little description down there. But I definitely smell lychee and I taste lychee, and then there's more of like maybe a natural order type of flavor where it just blends in the back, which is overpowering anything else in there. Now, Jeremy, I wanted to ask you. You're kind of a mixing dude. Like, how do you when you do mix different flavors and stuff like that? Now, do you put any thought into it? I know sometimes you probably like, okay, I want to smoke something with mint here, but like, say you're looking around for something different. Do you just throw stuff into a bowl and see if it tastes good?
You know, normally I throw stuff on a plate and mix it up really well. I like a fan of being able to heat the bowl real evenly, and by heating all the flavors and the flavored molasses and glycerin at the same time seems to bring most flavors forward just slightly more. Just tossing them in a bowl, but that's just everybody has their own way, and there is something to be said about how you position your coals on a larger bowl on to heat up certain flavors at different times.
Yeah. No, yeah, I definitely agree with you. Wilson here says just throw it in there, which is a term that Hookah John has basically coined in this day and age. But he says, on a serious note, when we're talking about mixology, it is not easy, and that's absolutely right. A mixologist is a refined, in-depth study of the art of crafting and mixing flavors. Not every flavor goes with each other. And he says, very humbly, I ain't no expert. I like the sweet stuff. And I've seen Wilson smoke, and he definitely does like the more fruity flavors or the more sweeter flavors. I think he's more of a blonde leaf guy. I don't know if he's a dark leaf guy. It's very hard to just mix things in, because I've been guilty of it myself in the past, of just throwing flavors in, and then like 15 minutes into the bowl, I'm like, what have I done? I think I just killed the pipe, and the taste buds are just completely saturated in whatever this is. But it is definitely a big study. And here we go. We got Moyes in the house. What's up, Moyes? Can you hear me, Moyes? I don't know. Oh, Moyes shaved. He's a different type of animal today.
Today, man.
But boys, since I got you in here real quick, what's your take on mixing flavors?
I mean, there's certain flavors I like mixed together, but I mean, I don't go out of my way to find a great mix.
You're more of like, you like your certain flavors, and you might mix those two together, and that's about it. You're not gonna put like 30, 20, 20, 30, like getting real in depth and crazy like that.
Unless it's like FML or a trifecta lime type of flavor now.
I completely agree with that, and I want to say I do like what Sally's doing for the community, that she is putting these mixes out there, because I'm a creature of habit, and I usually go back to what I usually always like, which is some kind of dirty mint with some other flavor. If it's dark leaf, I'm probably gonna smoke it more than others. But if you guys don't know who Sally is, she is the Shisha Savage. She has a YouTube page. I'm going to put the link down below after this video is done. And check her content out. She's really good. And if you are interested in getting in the mix challenge, send her a message. She is a mod now in the Hookah University. So I was definitely... what happened?
Enrollment.
Apparently I took her last name today, so that's news to me. But yeah, definitely reach out to her, because this whole mixing challenge is to get people out of their comfort zone and try different mixes and different tasting. And I really appreciate the effort that she's putting into this, because I don't have enough discipline to make my own mixes. So, but that's
Chris,
just me.
I'll tell you what I'm smoking tonight. It's definitely a mix. It's Dark Side Supernova 20% and 80% Dark Ice Cream from Dark Side as well. And that shit is fire.
Wow. I mean, I've tried the Dark Side ice cream. I know a lot of people in the community, or even the people who are watching besides Wilson over there, haven't tried Dark Side. And since we're on the topic of flavors and mixes and stuff, how do you think that the Dark Side mixes well with other brands?
It's a little thicker in the molasses content compared to even a trifecta or a tangerine. The juice in it is really, really thick. It has a high viscosity. So I think it would mix really, really well with the other dark blends. I think you would less of it to make the flavor pop forward.
Mm-hmm.
But those are just my initial opinions on it. Honestly, haven't had enough to test, but the stuff that I have tested, it's mixing it with Blue Gumball last night with Supernova.
Uh-huh.
It didn't take very much to get the cooling effect that you get with that type of Shisha.
Okay, I definitely understand that. I mean, if anyone hasn't tried Dark Side yet, I would definitely say go check it out because it's a different animal. From my impressions is that they boil the tobacco in a bag, which changes up the whole chemical makeup of the tobacco. Because it's weird because from beginning to end, when you're smoking Dark Side, it will not lose its flavor. It will stay constant throughout the whole thing. It can last several rounds of coals. I wouldn't say the flavor is overpowering in Dark Side, but it is there. What do you think, Jeremy?
You definitely still get the tobacco notes. The Supernova is a super tobacco note. It has a honey on the inhale, and just like this super chill cooling effect on the exhale. It's really, really extreme on that chilling effect, which personally, as a mint guy, I love. It is really amazing. The ice cream has a subtle hit of cool or chilling in it without the mint, which is pretty exceptional, to be honest. I'm excited to try and find a way to get some more flavors here to the States, and hopefully at the expo do maybe an afternoon party or something with all the guys and allow the guys to try it and get their opinion as well.
Yeah, definitely, because me and Jeremy were treated as kings when we went over to Sky Hookah, and they treated us like royalty. Gregory Dimitri, and they were more than happy to let us try some Dark Side, and it was really great to try that there. But yeah, that wraps us up. I just wanted to really quickly do a shout out to Sally. Thank you for sending out these mixes to the community. I want to thank all the guys in Hookah University here who hopped on and shared their 2 cents. We're gonna start trying to do more shows, getting the community involved. I would like to thank Dominic Jr., Ashraf. I met you at the Chicago meetup, but I still can't get your name right. I'm sorry, but I would like to thank everyone who came in here real quick. If you are curious, again, hit up Sally. I think she'll be more than happy to send you out a mix and just do it live. Let people know what you think about the flavor, and yeah, hopefully this will be the start of bringing more people together on these lives. So thank you very much, guys.